Good morning, everyone. Welcome to freedailycoaching.com and welcome to our daily hangout. Each and every morning we get to meet here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you really know one thing for sure. You know that when you show up at the freedailycoaching.com hangout each morning that you're going to get some action-packed, exciting, real life, real world applicable methods, techniques, and skill sets that you can start to apply to your business immediately. We also have guest hosts that come on board each and every week. We have tech tips. There's something going on for everyone. Let me turn off my Facebook. The idea that everyone and anyone can build a home-based business, that everyone and anyone can take their business from offline to online and get 10 times more exposure, 10 times more traffic, 10 times more cash flow going is absolutely realistic. And the reason I can say that is because my life, my business model, and what I've created is proof. And I'm excited to show you guys all about that. Now, this morning, I want to say good morning and welcome to you. If you're here live on the Hangout, welcome. I'm super excited that you came over and participated. Maybe you're watching via Google Plus, or maybe you're chimed in over on YouTube and you're just able to watch. Well, I want to welcome all the YouTube viewers and all our Google Plus subscribers as well. And I want to encourage you to come over onto the Hangout sometimes. I want to encourage you to register at freedailycoaching.com for the webinar so that you can participate in the live chat, so that you can participate in the live Q&A, and so that we can see you. So that if I can see that you're over here, it's a lot easier for us to interact with you. So that being said, let's say good morning and welcome to a few people that are here on the regular that I always like to say, hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. And then also thank you because a lot of these people have stepped up and either hosted their own webinar here on Free Daily Coaching. Maybe they've stepped in on a day off or of a vacation day. Like right now is a vacation day for me. And my wife and I were supposed to be headed off to the Grand Canyon after a live event, and due to some different circumstances that we have going on, we weren't able to do that. And so we're doing some things here locally because my wife works for a school. So my wife literally has a week off where I'm able to interact with her all the time, right? Like really have a vacation. And so we're doing some things here in our local area, and being able to do that, having that freedom, the freedom to be able to come to you at the free daily coaching call, and know that I'm going to be able to get that done, and know that I have that freedom, that to be able to live that type of lifestyle. That's the reason that I got into working from home. That's what motivated me in the beginning to want to leave, is that I wanted to not have to work at a 9-to-5 job anymore. I didn't want other people telling me what to do. And so I want to say hello and welcome to so many of you that have come here regularly and been able to do things like fill in on days when we have a vacation. I'm going to take a poll too for tomorrow morning, and I'm going to give you a yes or no option, and it's up to you guys. I'm going to do it either way. So I'm going to start the poll. There's a little poll. The poll is live. Oh, I guess I can make it public. It doesn't matter. So I sent out a poll, guys, to say who wants to do a call tomorrow. Now, for those that are in the U.S., it's a national holiday. I know just on Monday or Tuesday there was on Tuesday was Canada Day, and so today or tomorrow is going to be 4th of July, and so that is it's a big holiday for us here. So I put it out to you guys and see, what do you guys want to do? If you guys want to have a call, we'll have a call. If you guys don't want to have a call, so I put the poll is live. Okay, so if you guys want to have the call, then we will do a call. And if you guys are like, hey, it's 4th of July, we want to have the day off, then we'll take the day off. It's up to you guys. This call is built for you, right? So let's say good morning and welcome to Canada, and say hello to Karen Andrews. So happy Canada Day, and 4th of July is coming. We want to say hi to Linda out in Pennsylvania, Vicky down in Texas. We got Mr. Tom Leonard, who's done a guest host here on the free daily coaching call from out in Burbank. We have our super guest host that's done multiple guest host spots, that's hosting her own webinars now. Our good friend Felicia Mupo, super excited, guys. If you haven't connected with Felicia, go connect, because this lady's on fire right now. What an amazing adventure it's been to be working alongside with Felicia. She's really making it happen. Tonight she has another webinar. She's hosting a webinar series. She's had one now for 2 Thursdays in a row. And you know, that's the way that we all started. We all started somewhere, and we had to take that first step. You know, we didn't say, hey, I'll start the webinars once there's 50 people following me, right? It's the opposite thinking. To get 50 people to follow you and be influenced by you, you have to start doing the webinars first. You start doing the webinars, then people are going to start following you, right? Because you're the one that's taking the action. So welcome. Felicia's another Texan. So guys, I'm super excited. Vicky Durbeck, Felicia Mupo, I'm hoping that I'm going to see both of you in Austin, Texas, September 27th and 28th for the Live the Dream 5 event. You can see I'm wearing my tee. I had this on for like 20 minutes last night or something underneath a white t-shirt for a webinar that I was on. So I put it on this morning because I want to talk about something this morning that you guys are going to be able to start to implement, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna offer something out today to you guys, the people that have been here regular, the people that show up each and every day live. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about that. I think it's something really exciting that you guys are all going to enjoy. Good morning to another couple down in Texas that I absolutely 100% know that you're going to see in Austin, Texas. That's Mr. and Mrs. Pauline and Kevin Stone down in Burnett, Texas. They're going to be in Austin, Texas. We have Miss Debbie Deerdorf out in Arizona. What a wonderful person. Thank you for being here, Debbie. Super excited that you're here this morning. Ms. Judy, I believe Judy's in Pennsylvania as well. So good morning, Judy. We got Clive Jeffrey down in Florida. We've got Tara and Tim and Sarah. I'm not sure. You know what? I can't be honest. I got to tell you, I don't know where either of you two are from. So I'll have to go do some more research. And as you're popping on, guys, I'd like to say to everyone, good morning and welcome. We're on a 3-2 tie, or 3-2. Awesome. Look, people are going to be there. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, good morning. Oh, awesome, awesome. Yep, we got some VIPs. Everyone's going to be VIP, right? We're going to all be hanging out together. So if you are going, you're going to want to upgrade to the VIP. That's something that that's one of those things that you won't want to not partake in. You'll want to be there. You want to be a part of that. It's really that time. Imagine this. It's like if you went to your family reunion and all day you guys were doing stuff, and then there was like a big dinner at night, and people are having dinner, and people are drinking cocktails, and people are just, now it's like mingle time, right? People are just hanging out, and it's like I got distracted. Karen is hilarious. She just got either way is good for me. That wasn't an option in the poll. Karen, I'll use you for the tiebreaker. How's that? So that's something you're not going to want to miss. Hey, hey, hey. We don't have barking right now, buddy. Hey, we're doing a free call right now. The dog is not, one of the dogs, my wife, if you guys know, we got a lot of animals going on around here. We've really started some really fun projects here, and my wife is actually babysitting a friend of ours' dog, so he's not familiar with the free daily coaching, so he's just telling people what's up. He's probably telling the neighbors, like, we got a coaching call. Guys, the VIP experience is something you just don't want to miss. It's something that you want to be a part of. It's like that little extra thing that you get to hang out with all. It's like being with the cool kids or something, you know? It's so much fun to be able to hang out. And guess what? What else would you do? Would you want to be at the family reunion and that from 8 to 10 or 10 to midnight or whenever everyone else in the family is all hanging out and having fun? What are you going to do? Go back to your room? Sit by yourself? That's no fun. And that's not how you get connected. That's not how you make network connections. That's not how you take it to the next level. I don't know where it is, buddy. So, super excited. Let's go back. All right, Debbie's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. Karen, okay, so we're on a 3-2. I know there's more of you out there on the call, so give me a vote, yes or no, what you guys want to do, and we'll base it off of the poll. So this morning I wanted to show you something. I want to bring someone over to make sure that you guys can see my screen. You know, this is a fun thing for me to show you guys. I'm going to bring over someone. Let's see if we can't bring her over. We'll see if this works. If we can, we can. If not, then that's okay. We'll try to bring someone over. Raise your hand if you definitely can come over. Stop now. Let me see. That one didn't work. Let me try someone else here. So I'm trying to bring a few people over. Just give me a little hand raise. I know there's a little bit of a delay. I want to show you guys something I'm really excited about, something that's for you guys that you guys can start participating in. All right, here we go. Now some people are popping over. We'll see if that works. Maybe that's just part of the delay as well. So I brought someone over just because I wanted to show you something this morning. I wanted to give everyone an opportunity. Now, there's a few of you that are doing the 100-day challenge with us. And as we started, a lot of people, I have let everyone that's participating in the group start to post their stuff and do their thing. And as I've been traveling over the last few weeks and stuff, I haven't been as active in that group, right? I haven't been driving you guys. And there's a specific reason for that, right? There's a reason for that because it's like split testing in real life, right? Being 5-6 weeks in, let's say 7 weeks into a challenge that's 14 weeks long, I want to see who's going to be here standing up at the halfway point. Who's standing up at the halfway point? Those people are the people that invested in themselves, right? If you show up on week 12 and you're like, oh man, this didn't work, I didn't do anything, blah, 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 that's what it didn't work, because you didn't do anything. So let me not go out on a tirade on that. I wanted to mention that because I wanted you guys to know there's going to be some exciting little projects coming up in that group. So if you're doing the 100-Day Biz Builder Challenge, over the next few days and trickling into the beginning of next week, there's going to be some fun live stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing some more recordings and some more hands-on training. For those that are not, for those that aren't in that group, it's okay. For those people that show up here on the regular, that are regular attendees here at the free daily coaching call, I want to give you something special. I want to give you guys a little bit of access to something that maybe you wouldn't have had access to. And I want to tell you why. The reason is this. As you achieve some success in your business, you get exposed to new things. You know, when I was my first week into the business, the CEO of any company didn't call me. None. I know that's hard to believe, but my first week in network marketing, I was sitting here on my computer, typing away, spamming groups, get my offer, get my triple bonus link, you got to get it now. During that time, no owners of companies were calling me. There were no leaders that said, hey, Bert, go ahead and reach out and connect with us. No one said, hey, we want you to come and speak at our event. None of those things happened. Okay, none of those things happened. They're probably not going to happen for you either, guys. Not in the first week or two, right? Maybe not even in the first month or two. The reason I'm telling you that is because I want it to be real for you. I want you to know how it really works. But check this out. This is the crazy exciting part. Once you start taking action and start getting the result and start getting a little bit of notice, a little bit, what if I could tell you that I could show you how to turn that little tiny spark, right? That little spark that you put into the little, you know when those guys are like on Survivor Island or Naked and Afraid or whatever they got, the shows where they're like making fire? You know when it's that little tiny spark that's in that little like pieced up like piece of like bark off the tree, and you're just like, and you're just trying to blow it and there's just barely a little smoke? What if I could show you how to turn that smoke into Pompeii, right? Into Mount Vesuvius, where it's blowing up. There's lava going everywhere. Chunks of rock are flying halfway across the the planet, right? The lava is oozing out everywhere, and your marketing is that volcano. It went from that little poof, that little plume of smoke, right, coming out of your hand to this massive volcano. So if that's interesting to anyone, then you want to stay around for another 5 minutes, okay? If you're not interested in that, if blowing up like a volcano doesn't sound like any fun, if you're like, no, I just want to be the little plume of smoke, that's okay. I don't think that's bad. I don't understand why you would want to be that little plume of smoke, but hey, everyone has to do their own thing. So if that's you, you could just bail. You could just click off the webinar, be like, hey, I'm peaced out. I'm just going to be the little plume of smoke. I don't want to be with all those volcano people. They're crazy, right? They're crazy. They're crazy volcano people. Guys, I've been working over about almost a year now in my mind, right? Now, of course, I've been doing projects with you guys. I've been doing different things, but in my mind, I've been really trying to funnel out the ideas and get them down on paper, and in this case, on a PDF, on a Word document, so not really paper. I've been trying to get these ideas out and these methods that I've been using for something that I wanted to create for you guys. Something, you know, everyone talks about, you have to make your own product to do this, right? And to me, that sounds silly. I was like, how do I make a product to explain what I do? Because this is it. I'm doing what I do right now, right? I'm using my skill set right now. And I thought, man, how is that going to translate? Well, I think that I figured it out. I think I figured out a way that I can give that information to you where it's applicable, where you could start to use it. And I want to show you guys something. So, Debbie, I'm going to do a screen share.
Okay.
Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. I see that you're here and muted.
Hey there. Good morning.
Doesn't Felicia always look really good in the mornings? Like, especially when she does her picture, because she's just like, that picture's like a professional picture, like she's in her office. She's like all dressed up in like the office chair, right? Me and Debbie come on in our t-shirt and jammers.
I just got out of the shower, so.
Right? See, we got our hair pulled. We got our hair pulled back. We got barrettes in, right? We got our rollers going.
Everybody saw the For Real last Friday. They saw what it's really like.
Well, I'll tell you, you know it's a long night and you know it's an early morning on Free Daily Coaching when you saw me on a webinar last night and you're like, I'm pretty sure Bert was wearing that t-shirt last night on the webinar. Like, hold on, I don't even think he started the day yet. Exactly right, right? This is, besides my cup of coffee and a couple other things that I do in the morning, this is how I start my day. I want to say a special thanks to Debbie and Felicia for popping over and helping out, and an extra special for Felicia. For some of you that may not know, Felicia did a couple extra free daily coaching calls, and she just did it because she was here. And I got to tell you guys, if you're here on this free daily coaching and you've been hanging out for a while, if there's one thing that you should know about myself and about the people that I work with, whether I'm working with them directly in a company, whether they just hang out and we do things together, like Mr. Craig Kassler or Linda Bomba, or right, like it's not that we're always connected like every single company, right? Every single thing. Like me and Debbie don't like call each other and be like, okay, what are you in? Okay, I'm going to join your thing. You join my thing. Like, that's not how it is, but we work in the same community. We're in the larger space. We're working together. We're colleagues. And if you've been around here, if you've been around the free daily coaching call, this is like our family. And if someone in our family, if there's something going on and someone needs help, here, this is where you know that people are going to help you. This is where you know that if it's a Thursday night and it's last minute and Felicia's having a webinar and she knows that she could come over here and be like, hey, I need some help. I need someone, like something happened. She knows that someone's going to jump in, right? Just like what happened on the free daily coaching call, guys. And let me tell you how it's such a range of emotions that I felt being able to be at a live event, and even some leaders like Lisa Grossman and Curtis Broom, who was emceeing the event, or talking to them about my free call, and I was able to literally tell them, yo, it's gotten big enough, it's gotten powerful enough, it's gotten enough, like it's grounded enough, right? We have enough participation that even if I'm not here, someone else will step up and go, hey, I know what to do. I could start the free daily coaching call. And that, it makes me want to, it gets me all emotional. I'm going to try not to cry this morning. But it makes me go through that range of emotions because that's what they showed me, right? They showed me that, and then I was able to do that, and then I obviously have done something where I taught that. Whether it was directly or indirectly, that same lesson, that same thing applied. And this is what I mean. I attended a Tuesday webinar week after week after week. I do it every week still, right? I go every single week. Why? Because one of the ladies that's my mentor is there. I was going there before she was even mentoring me, right? She was mentoring me. She didn't even know it. I mean, I wasn't like calling her my mentor. I was like, oh, I'm just going to hang out with Diane. I was going to go hang out over there, right? And I did that for so many weeks in a row that one week there was something that happened, some kind of miscommunication, and no one was there. And guess what they did? They were like, oh, just tell Bert. Bert will do it. He's there every week. Well, guess what? That same lesson happened this past week, and Felicia stepped up and did that. And that's a big deal to me, guys. It's a big deal that you guys are here every day. It's a big deal that you guys come and find value. And it's a big deal that other people like Debbie can come out and do her very first webinar. People like Felicia can do more than one webinar. She'll step up and do even more. My dog's barking at me here this morning. I guess he's excited. Okay, so, ladies, this is why I brought you out. I'm still doing a little tweaking. I need to add my logo, but I'm ready. I'm ready to do something special. I'm ready to create a product, and I'm ready to give some more in-depth views on exactly not just the mindset behind what I was doing, because that's a lot of it, but what the physical actions were. What did I really actually do to get to where I am? Because a lot of people, it sounds like a lot of woo-woo and fluffy fluff and hip-hop and truck horns going through, right? And like party banners flying, and people are like, is that a thing? Like, how do we do that? So I want to show you something that I've created. Let me do a screen share here. And Debbie, you tell me if you can see it, and Felicia, tell me if you can see it. And I will hope it's big enough that you can see it.
Yeah, oh yeah, there it is.
Can you see that?
You're perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what's coming, all right? Massive exposure formula. I'm going to put my logo on there somewhere, guys, but this is what's coming up. And
That's
everyone,
so super cool.
right? I'm super excited. It's going to be, it's going to be my first thing that I'm doing solo. Like, when I mean my first thing solo, I mean it's going to be my first project that I'm able to, and let me see if I can't bring this other one up. And this one, guys, is going to be that one is going to be for you guys special. Let me see if can you see that bigger one, that blue one?
Yes.
All right, so this 7 Steps to Freedom, I'm going to give everyone, okay? Everyone's going to get this 7 Steps to Freedom guide. I'll give you the artwork if you want, and it's going to be a PDF, okay? It's going to be a PDF that's accompanied with a video. And let me click back off of screen share. And the 7 Steps to Freedom is going to be that free offer that we give away, right? And that massive exposure formula, that's going to be the inside. That's going to be coming in with me and me showing you how to really take it to the next level. Now, some of you are brand new. Some of you have been doing this for a little while and already have content. Some of you have been doing this for a little while but haven't really been doing this for a little while. And you guys know who I'm talking about, right? If that's you, you know who I'm talking about. You've been in the game for a little while, but you've been pretending like you're in the game, right? Like you haven't really been doing what you know, not what other people are telling you, but what you know that you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. And for whatever reason, maybe there's some fear there. Maybe there's a blockage because of mindset. Maybe there's a mental challenge because of the finances. There can be a lot of different reasons. These 7 steps are here to A, show you that you can be free and that you can take these actions and get there. But on the back end, that massive exposure formula is to show you how to get massive exposure. I had the and this is the reason I want to tell you guys about it. I had the opportunity last night to go on an industry-wide webinar, literally with all of my mentors. All of the people that showed me how to do this were on the webinar, And I was next to them, guys. I got to sit over here like Debbie and Felicia are over here with me this morning instead of being on the chat. That's powerful. And this is what was crazy is the CEO, guys, and you guys know, or the one of the founders. I call him the CEO all the time. I don't know if that's really his title, but you know who I'm talking about. If you're in part of My Lead System Pro, our leader, the one of the co-founders, Brian Finale, in addition to being able to talk, guys, imagine this. Remember when I said when you first start out, you don't get calls from these people, you're not talking to these people? Today, I have Mr. Finale's phone number. Like, I could call him. That doesn't mean he's going to answer every single time I call. I might have to leave a message still, right? Sometimes I might have to leave some messages. But I could text that person. I could email to my mentors and get a real-time response. And that's because I've gotten massive exposure. And I want to show you how to get that. And the way that I know without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that there was massive exposure received and that I can show you how to do that is because last night on that call, I didn't say anything about it, but Brian did. Brian brought up the fact that I went to an event last year, Live the Dream 4. It was my very first event, guys. My very first Live the Dream. Not my very first event ever, but my very first event for My Lead System Pro, right? I had been to another event right before that. At that event, every single leader from stage in some way referenced to Burt Bledsoe. Brian said it last night. He was like, dude, I don't know. He's like, I've been to a lot of events. I've never seen anything like that. What did you do? This is what he said. How did you do that? Like, was that on purpose? Like, how is that even possible that you can get what, you know what I mean? Were you walking around with like $50 bills? Like, hey bro, give me a shout out, give me a shout out, give me a shout out, which is not a bad idea, really, if you think about it. Cost you a couple $100 in advertising, like awesome advertising. Now, I don't know if the leaders on stage are going to take a $50 bill and say your name, but hey, it would be a good strategy. What if I could tell you this? What if I could tell you you could do it without giving them a $50 bill? What if I told you that every single person that did it wanted to do it? They were excited to say my name. Literally, they wanted to invite me up on stage. What if that could be you? And it can be, right? What if you could get asked every day onto the free daily coaching where I know I could just click on Debbie and she's probably going to be, unless she's, got an extra baby, like all of a sudden more babies are popping up, right? Or there's something happening, I know Debbie's going to come over. Mm-hmm. Same with Felicia. I know that unless Felicia's got an appointment, there's some with the kids, she's already out of her home office, or she's in a working location where there's just not a good Wi-Fi. Sometimes, we get stuck in a place where we're just on our computer and we're not online, but we're doing work. Unless that's happening, I know that when I click on her, she's going to be able to come over and help out. That's powerful, guys. Knowing that you have people that will do that, knowing that there's people that are taking that type of action is a powerful part of your business if you can start to incorporate that in. So here's the gig, guys. Wow, I didn't think I would talk about this for a half an hour. Let me go back to the poll. Okay, so it's 3-2. Karen said she could go either way. So what did you vote for, Debbie?
I would like to have the call because I like continuity, but I'm going to be working with the scrap guys hauling another load of stuff out of here tomorrow. So I told them to be here at 5 o'clock because I'm not working through the heat of the day.
What did you vote, Felicia? Did you vote a yes or a no?
I voted a no. I won't be available tomorrow morning.
Okay, so Felicia's out. So I would request prayers from all you. I'm in the hospital and having bypass surgery tomorrow. I'll be out of action. Let's all, if everyone didn't hear, let's all do is say a prayer for Craig. And also, let me throw another prayer out, guys. Let's throw another prayer request out. And, guys, I don't do a lot of prayer requests. This is probably like the first time I've ever done prayer requests on our call. I want to do 2 more prayer requests. I want to do a prayer request for a friend of ours named Dusty. And you guys may have seen Dusty. He's a new friend of ours. He's been hanging out on the Hangout. And he goes 3 times a week for dialysis. And yesterday he texted me. He lives here in Colorado. And he's actually, it's going to make me cry because I'm thinking of someone else too. Dusty is actually up for his transplant, yeah? And they're like in today or tomorrow he might find out. And guys, imagine if this guy called me, he lives here, in Colorado, and this guy called me on the telephone and wanted to meet me locally, you know, and everyone's like, dude, I'm not going to go meet that guy, blah, blah, and, you know, I got to go meet him at a Starbucks, and we got to chat, and he's doing the 100-day challenge with us now. He's part of the My Lead System Pro community, and you know what? He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing person, and I would have never got that opportunity to be able to tell all of you about him and say, hey, let's all throw our love and our thoughts towards him, and let's pray that he gets that kidney. Can you imagine what kind of a life transformation that would be? He's like, dude, you know, like, this will change my life, like not having to go to dialysis for 8 hours a day, 3 days a week. He's like, I will have my life back. Like, I will actually be able to do something. Guys, I want to say a special prayer for our friend Jackie. And I think that we can all, you know, we don't need to go into specifics, and everyone doesn't know all the specifics, to be quite honest. But she got sick, guys, and that's why she hasn't been around. She didn't quit. She's part of us. She's part of our family. And, you know, not too long ago, she had some health problems. And, you know, I don't want to blow up all of her health problems. But what I would like to do is say, let's blow up some love and some thought. And let's put that thought out for Jackie, because what an amazing woman Jackie is, and what an amazing energy and life and fun and business that she brought to our community and to our family. And, you know, that's why it makes me emotional, is because she's our friend, you know, and that's what happens. It's so weird. You know, you work and you make all these business colleagues and stuff, and along the way you make real life friends. People that you really care about, and when they go away or something happens, you really are sad. It's sad, right? And it's concerning to think that, hey, our friends, some of our friends need help as well, you know, and they don't always need us to tell them about work. Sometimes they just need us to give them a hug. Sometimes they just need us to text them and say, hey, I miss you. I know this is going to not sound too professional, so if you're super businessy, don't, you know, turn the computer off, mute yourself out here. Sometimes you need to text them and just say, hey, man, I love you. You know, I miss you, and I was thinking about you. You know? Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't tell my people I love them. Well, I love my people, right? And when I say my people, I mean the people that are around me. I consider like my people. Like, if you're hanging out near me, you're like my people, right? Like, you guys here are my people. And so listen, we got a lot of exciting things going, right? We got excitement happening, and I want all of you guys to plug into it. So definitely let's have thoughts and love and prayer for Craig, for Dusty, for Jackie, and really for any of the people that you're thinking about in your life, those people that are struggling right now, those people that are, maybe they're having that financial challenge or a spiritual challenge, or maybe they're having a family challenge, you know? Let's have thoughts of those people today, because sometimes just having a thought of those people and getting out of yourself can change the whole dynamic of the day. What if today you were thinking about those people today, right? Instead of you and how many leads you got, and did you make $12,000, and are you going to be on the stage, and what if you don't sell all your stuff, and, you know, what if this and that? What about, like, hey, let's take a moment and let's reach out to someone else. So I'm sorry I got off on that tangent. Craig, our hearts and our thoughts and our love and prayers are with you. Jackie, for you, and Dusty as well. Here's the deal, guys. If you want to get on board, and you guys want to be a part of the Massive Exposure Formula, it's going to be a product, okay? That is 100% for sure. I don't know what the price point is going to be. It's probably going to be somewhere around $12,000. No, I'm just kidding. I knew you would laugh at that, Daddy. It's not gonna. All I have to do is sell one this quarter, and I'm good. So whoever wants to be that one, just call me up and tell me. Cut me a check. It's 12 grand. I'm just teasing, guys. It's gonna be a price point that all of you guys can get it. It's gonna be something that it'll be available to each and every one of you. But this is what I want to do. I want to give each and every one of you that are already here, that are already participating in the free daily coaching, in addition to giving you an amazing discount when it comes out, I want to give you the opportunity to start using the principles inside of it, to start being the beta testing group, right? To be the people that start using it alongside me. Now, Felicia, by default, has already started. Okay, guys? She doesn't know it. Like, she's not, like, out there going, okay, check this off, check this off. Like, she doesn't have a list that I gave her. She's already started to do it. Another gentleman that you may or may not know, Evan Bang, I work with him, and he's here in Colorado, and he started to take some of these principles and do the same thing. All of the people that stepped up, Debbie, Tom, Clive, Phil, Kevin and Pauline, my wife on the chop saw. Hit it. No, go ahead. Chop it if you're going to chop it. Oh, she already chopped it. My wife on the chop saw, right? She's getting massive exposure. She's out here in the backyard doing projects. She's like this. Oh, am I too loud? Right? She's just trying to get camera time, Debbie. Some of these people are already using the massive exposure formula. They just don't have the outline, right? They just don't even know that they're doing it. So I figured, hey, it's time right now. It's time right now to be able to start launching this so that we can start to use this so that by the time we get to live the dream, because we're all going to be there anyway, right? So by the time we get there, when I go up on stage and I say, hey, look, I'm going to be showing you guys about this and this and this, and I have that opportunity to be able to teach you, later in the day, when people come and talk to me, I'll say, hey, listen, you don't have to take it from me. Go talk to these people over here. Go talk to Debbie. Go talk to Clive. Go talk to Judy and Karen and Craig and Felicia. Go talk to these people, right? Go talk to Patty. Go talk to Linda, Tom, right? Go talk to Kevin and Pauline. Why? Because they've been using this. They've been doing this. They've been using this checklist. They've been using this formula to get more exposure. You can call it the more exposure formula. I call it massive exposure, right? Because more exposure, what's more? I mean, if no one knows about you and 2 people find out about you, then more people know about you. But I want your exposure to get massive. I want you to take your business to a place where you are living the dream, where you are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I can't believe that I did this, this, and this with the help of these other people, and it's all really happening. And it can happen for you. But you have to do a few things, okay? You have to send me an email. You got to send me an email. Okay, this is important. If you don't follow these directions, I am not going to respond. Okay, let me say it again, because I know there's a delay, and I want everyone to be 100% clear on this. If you do not follow these directions, I will not respond, and you will not get access. You need to send me an email. So write this down. Subject line, massive. I'm going to type this out for you guys. Okay? Massive exposure formula. You get bonus points if you spell all the words right. If you don't spell them all right, that's okay. Okay? So the subject of the email that you're going to send is massive exposure formula. You're going to send the email, okay?
You lost your sound, Bert.
Oh, I was typing, so.
Okay.
You're going to send the actual email to my personal email box at organicbert1@gmail.com. I typed it in the chat. It's ORGANICBERT, then just the number 1 @gmail.com. That's it. Subject, massive exposure formula. Send it to me. If you want to write a little note in there like, hello, Bert, I would like to do the massive exposure formula, or whatever else you would like to say to me, or maybe you have a question, or maybe you want to be like, hey, I'm never shaving my head like you, you're crazy. Whatever you want to say, you can say. As long as it has that subject line, guys, that's what I'm looking for. I'm literally going to go into my email. I'm going to filter out by the subject. Whoever has those subjects, those are the people that I'm going to reply to. Those are the people that will have access to the massive exposure formula. Okay? Those are going to be the people that are going to be going through that beta phase. So if that's something that you would be interested in, then just send the email. And if it's not, guys, it's no harm, no foul. That's what's fun about this. Whoever sends the email, you get to get in. It's not like, oh, well, Debbie's doing it, but I don't really want to do it. I just like to go to the morning calls, but that guy's too goofy for me. That's fine. This is just for the people that want to get massive exposure, right? So if you don't want massive exposure, if you just want like the 10 people that know you already just to stay knowing you, then don't send me the email, right? But if you want the massive exposure, if you want to find out how you get everyone to shout your name out from stage, if you want to find out how on your second year back to an event you get called up to go on stage, if you want to find out how you can do that in your business, how you can become a top enroller, how you can start to JV with the people that at one point were your mentors, right? If you want to learn how to do that, then I believe that you've come to the right place, because that's what I did, right? That's what I did, and that's what I want to show you how to do. So, wow, we went over a few minutes this morning. I'm off to, it's beautiful. You can see the sun is out up here. I'm trying not to sit and it's bright. It's a beautiful day here. We're about to go off to a state park that we've never been to, the Canyonlands, and go do some hiking. We made some fun goat videos for you guys last night. Jessica got down into the goat village, so be expecting some sweet goat pictures and goat videos to drip out over the day. And send me an email. Send me an email if you're ready to get some massive exposure. If you're ready to take it to the next level, then I'm ready to help. I'm super excited to be working with all of you. I want to thank Debbie and Felicia again for coming out this morning. I want to throw a special shout out to each and every one of you that showed up this morning, and especially to those people that know that they're right on that verge of that breakthrough. Those people that are right there, that you know you're about to like step behind the curtain, right? You're about to push on the wall and realize it was made of cardboard. The bricks were just painted on, right? If that's you, if you're right there at this place, then see that? Kevin and Pauline already sent an email, guys. Oh, people are on it, right? If that's you, if you're like Kevin and Pauline and you're ready to go through that breakthrough, then just send the email, right? And get on board, and let's lock arms and let's do this together so that you can be the next story. So that next year you have this shirt, right? Because you are a big deal. That's the message. You're a big deal. When they were telling us this, when they're talking, when I'm talking on the email, when I'm talking in my videos, when I'm talking on the daily call, if you're watching this right now, I'm talking to you. You're the one. It's up to you, though, if you decide to be the one. See, when they told me that, I was like, okay, I'm the guy. Let's go do it. Show me what to do. Tell me what to do. And then we told me what to do, then I did it. And that's it. I'm showing you guys, right? I'm telling you. If you want to do it, I'm telling you. If you want someone to tell you what to do, I'm telling you what to do right now. Send the email. Get on board on the massive exposure formula, and let's go rock this thing. Right? All right. That's it, guys. Free daily coaching is done for the day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for showing up. Tomorrow morning is 4th of July. We'll have a 4th of July Fantastico tomorrow. We'll have free for all. So for anyone that can come over, I'll go ahead and we will have the call, and we'll somehow try to incorporate some kind of fireworks or some kind of something into it. I don't know how we're going to do it, guys, but we'll figure it out, right? We'll make some kind of fireworks. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for investing a few minutes of your day into freedailycoaching.com. Let's start this next massive exposure formula with a bang. Let's start it off with a push, and you'll get an email this weekend from me if you replied. And part of it is going to be us working as a unit, right? As a group where we can help and support each other. But we're going to use we're going to take specific action so that no one falls behind, so that no one's doing more than the other and someone's getting more attention or not as much attention, so that it's equally distributed. I'm going to show you guys how to get that massive exposure. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for maybe one of my favorite holidays of the entire year, Independence Day. I mean, how do you not love that holiday? You think about these guys, like when you look back and you look at these, like, anyways, I don't want to retrogress. We'll talk about it tomorrow on 4th of July. We'll have a special 4th of July Fantastico. We'll bring everyone out. And Karen Andrews, you're invited. Even though you're Canadian, we're inviting you too. You can join us in our independence celebration. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day. Go out and crush it today. Thanks, Debbie, and thank you, Felicia.
Thank you. Y'all have a great afternoon. Bye-bye. Have fun
All right.
hike, Kurt.
I will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.